Hi grade 6, welcome to our recorded math lesson on translating shapes. This is lesson 1 of our new unit, motion geometry. Our learning intentions and success criteria are: I am learning to describe and analyze position and motion of objects and shapes so that I can perform and describe single transformations of a 2D shape in the first quadrant of a Cartesian plane, also known as a coordinate grid, using ordered pairs. And I'll know I have it when I can translate shapes on a coordinate grid using a rule. Okay, so like in grade 5, we learned about translations, and a translation is a slide of an object so that all points move in the same distance and in the same direction, okay? So here's a rule that we need to follow. We're going to translate or slide shape X, Y, Z using the rule 7 units left and 5 units down. Okay, that's also written as L for left 7, D for down 5, or -7 and -5. Now I want you to think about why these numbers in this in this ordered pair might be negative. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to follow this rule here. So it says we want to translate it left 7. So, oh no, it's not going to work. There we go. So we want to go left 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would end up there, and then down 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's straighten it a little bit. There we go. So my shape X, Y, Z would end up in this location, and I would name it X prime, Y prime, and Z prime. Okay, moving on. So now you're also going to be asked on the worksheet today to place dots on the following ordered pairs, the following points on the grid. Okay, so hopefully you remember that the left number is the x-axis and the right number is the y-axis, okay? So the x-axis being the horizontal axis and the y-axis being the vertical axis. Okay, so I'll just erase those. Okay, so now I'm going to plot these points on the grid. So I've got -3, 3. So I'm going to go back from 0 on the horizontal grid. I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3 points right here, and then I'm going to go down 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put my first point right there. That one's done. Okay, now I'm going to do -3, -7. So I've already gone over 3 right here, in this spot right here. And then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that left me right there. I'm just going to erase these extra pieces I don't need. Okay, that one's done. All right, now I'm going to do 1 and -6. So 1 is on the positive side of the x-axis, so it's actually right here. And it is down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you might notice you don't actually have to count every single time because this right here is -5. So I could have just counted from -5 down 1 more to land me right here. Okay, whoops. All right, and that one's done. Okay, now I've got 2 and -1. So again, I'm on the positive side of the x-axis. I'm going to be right here. And -1 is down just 1 spot. So it looks like that. Okay, that one is done. And my last one is -2 and 0. Okay, so on the x-axis, I'm going to go back -2, which is right here. And 0 means I just stay on that axis. I'm not going to move anywhere. So I'm actually going to put a point right here. Okay, good. And that's all done. So now that we've got all those points put in, I want to connect the points to make an irregular pentagon. And a pentagon is a 5-sided shape. An irregular pentagon is a 5-sided shape with sides of different lengths and also with different angles. Okay, so now I'm going to connect these like this. Okay, on your worksheet, if you're doing it on a piece of paper instead of on your iPad, hopefully you will use a ruler. Hint, hint. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to slide my irregular pentagon 3 units right and 5 units up. Okay, Okay, so we can also write that as R5 for right 5 and U3 for up 3, or in the correct way as an ordered pair, 5, 3. And I want you to think about why these are positive numbers. Okay, so we're going to go right 5. Oops, let me see if I can do this without drawing on it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 3. 1, 2, 3, like that. So your shape should end up right about there. Okay, so some things to keep in mind, and I'm going to answer some of the questions that I've just asked you as well. So your shape will normally be named after each letter at the vertex. Okay, so if you've got a triangle and you've got A, B, C, this will be triangle A, B, C. Okay, the x-axis is always horizontal, the y-axis is always vertical. Okay, a coordinate pair is written with the value of x and then the value of y. So it's always going to be xy. It's never going to be yx. Okay, now in answer to some of my questions about negative and positive numbers, a negative x means it goes left. A negative y means it goes down. A positive x means you go right, and a positive y means you go up. Okay, and a note on that, the positive sign can be invisible. You don't always have to have a positive sign. The negative sign has to be there. Okay, and last one, translated shapes are renamed with prime. So shape ABC would be translated to shape A prime, B prime, C prime, or A, whoopsie, if I can write, that'd be great, or A, B, C prime. All right, and that is it for today. We will chat in our Zoom meeting, and this information is also posted on Google Classroom. Your worksheet is translating shapes. You have an extension, which is also posted, and extra practice time, you will do math apps.